Hi guys, it's Miller again. Now at Destiny, this month we have the month where we're going to talk about blocks that we have read that meant something to us, that you know made us had a quiet moment, so to speak, as we read this block and the sentences and the words out loud. Oh yes, and remember that when you go and read the blog, because I'm gonna place the link down there. When you go and read the blogs, please do that out loud for yourself so you can hear the words with your own voice, and the words are then here in reality and not there in your mind. So now the blog that I want to talk about today is the blog that is called Is Charity Greed? And this blog was written by Bernard Pullman, and by the first sentence already, the first sentence already, I had to have me a quiet moment there. I'm gonna read the first sentence for you guys to see and maybe understand what it really implies. It says the following: I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that charity only exists because wealth exists. So when I first read that first sentence already, charity, I looked at the word charity and then the word wealth. Charity, wealth. Let me repeat that for you. Charity, wealth. So you have wealth, which is something in this world when people have money, lots of money. And then you have charity with hmm, where money is being used to so-called to pretend to be good, to pretend that you care, to pretend that you have compassion. And that is for those who have money. And I'm not talking about the really, 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 really rich people alone. Oh no, I'm talking about ourselves too. Those of us who can afford a home, those of us who can afford uh, internet, electricity, water, all those wonderful things that you have here in the Western world. Now, we are the ones who are rich compared to those people who don't have a home, or if they do have a home, I won't even call that a home. It's like a shack. And then people who don't have food, or they have to work very, very hard, long hours, and then they receive just a little bit of money so they can buy only food. Little bit of food, not so much. And then you have those who starve for whatever reason. But the main reason is money. And you all know this. So, that first sentence, I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that charity only exists because wealth exists. So, this means that if wealth did not exist, there won't be such thing as charity. Now you will say, but how do you mean wealth? If wealth don't exist or will or won't exist, wealth is always going to exist in your mind, of course, because we have been brainwashed to accept the system as it is, where some people are going to be having more than others, and then are considered wealthy because they have more. This is not what life is. Life is not about one or few having more. It's about giving equally to all. You can see this. It's very apparent, very obvious. You can see it in nature. Everything will have the things that they need in order for them to survive in this world. So, but only the human, yes, only the human must have come with some stupid shit that they call the monetary system. But this monetary system is us. We are participating in this monetary system. We are the one giving it power. And now, this monetary system, we have given it so much power that it has more power than ourselves. It decides who lives and who dies. It decides who is going to be living a good life and who is going to be living a very fucked up life. So, that first sentence, only because there is wealth, that is why there is charity. Because such thing as charity will never exist if there was no wealth. And what is wealth? People who have more than enough is what we understand as wealth within this monetary system. When people talk about wealth, you know what they're talking about. It's about those who have a lot of money. So what does it mean really? What does it imply? That to have more means that you have taken from others. So others will have less. And that is not acceptable. We are all born in this world and have been given the gift of life. But yet, when we are here, what do? We want to be more than others. As if you have more life. You don't have more life. You have a life expectancy that you may die before somebody else, but you don't have more life. So, that was the first sentence. And then we go to the second one, which I also was quiet there for a while. When I look at it, of course, in common sense. And the second sentence says the following: I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to not realize that charity only exists because poverty exists. Now there we have another one. Poverty and charity. So poverty is dependent, or let me put it like this. Yes, poverty is dependent on charity. Dependent on charity. How come this is so in this world? So we invent some foundation, some so-called good deeds, where we will play our good deeds, and our good deeds is dependent on something that is wrong, bad, negative, unacceptable for it to be existing. So that is evil, people. Look at it very closely. That's very evil. So you accept something that you yourself know that you will not want that kind of stuff. You will not want that living for yourself or nor your loved ones. But yet, here you are. Charity is here, isn't it? And some of you, or even I did participate in some charity foundation, giving money and feeling all good about yourself because at least, because that is what we all say, at least I'm giving something to the poor. But that's unacceptable. The real giving will be to stop it. Do whatever it takes, and when I say whatever, please don't take those words as within the system system way, system wise. Why do I say that? Because to some people, when you say whatever, they will tend to give it like a crazy way of seeing things. Like, let me give you an example. If I say whatever, and I mean whatever, in not harming others, but I mean whatever in standing for life, whatever in not taking shit, but not whatever in just, like, for example, go out and kill people or whatever. No, 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 no. We are not here to harm. So, poverty and charity is a rare combination. Doesn't fit. When charity is dependent on poverty, and poverty dependent on charity, but poverty, within poverty, the charity will never reach all of poverty. And poverty must continue existing in order for that charity to continue existing. So it's kind of like they're embracing each other. The one that is charity is supposed to so-called eradicate poverty, but in reality it's not eradicating poverty, it's just helping poverty to continue being here. So why do we need charity really? So this whole charity point is a very interesting and fascinating point. You know, I used to be a Christian, you know, and when I look back in my life and I see the people of my country and myself within this, and then you see the so-called newborn Christians. They're always doing whatever it takes to. They go from house to house asking for some things that people might have that they don't use anymore, some clothing or shoe or whatever. Or if they have new stuff, they can also give new stuff. Most people will do give new stuff, you know. But is that it? Do I really want to just give a few shit to some poor child? When what I would really want for them is freedom. Freedom of this thing that this life situation that they encounter themselves, the way they live. That is what I want to give to them. Real free living, not some fucking trousers and underwear, bag of rice, can of sardines. Oh no, 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 please. It's so limited, and that in that you're also accepting poverty as if it must continue being here for you to do your feeling good bullshit. Because that is all this is all about. You feeling good about you giving something. It's all about the fucking feeling. And when you feel that you're doing good and all the stuff, because you understand, one more time, you believe that when you do something good and something that you feel good about, and when you die, you will have your prize. You can go to heaven. Go to heaven. So, people, there must come a time that when you're going to realize that what we're doing here doesn't equate, doesn't make any sense. And the only thing that you have to do is wake up, take a stand, and join the people that are really real about this, so we can stop these atrocities in this world that are really unnecessary. We don't have to have poverty when the world is producing more food than is even needed. So every creature can eat, including the human. So, people, please look at these things, go and read this blog and understand. When you do read a blog, I'm gonna place the link down there. When you do read a blog on blogs, read them always out loud so you can hear your own voice. Yes, so the words are yours. They don't stay within your mind. If you read them without hearing anything, it's gonna be that little voice in your head. So make them go out, you know, so you can hear yourself with your own voice. It's not that little ego voice in your head. So charity is in reality, if you look at it deeply, charity is just here to support what we all know we do not want here. I don't want poverty to exist for no one. I don't want people to be poor. Nobody. So if I place charity in this world, it means that I'm supporting those things. It means that I am chicken out because I don't want to take my responsibility by standing to stop this atrocity in this world. I'm a coward. So you and we must stop being a coward. Because this is it, people. You're either going to stand for life or you're gonna choose your belief stuff that you have up in. But we cannot continue like this. I mean it. We have to stop. Take this very seriously. And also seriously, but also not personal. Be very impersonal about this stuff. I mean, what is you as a person? Because this you as a person is is not real. So charity must not exist in this world because charity is the support for poverty to exist, is the support for starvation, is the support for when people have been destroyed in war, then people go there and so-called help them with some clothing, help them with this, help them with that, but all of that is after. None of them will stop war. Why do you go to war? I wonder if those soldiers will ever stand up and say no to their country when they ask them to join into the army. When are you going to say ho? All of you say just say ho. No, I'm not going to do that. And if they keep on doing that, you will, all of you, drag the whole state to justice. And then we will see if justice is really all about human rights or not. Because there is a great talk about this human right bullshit in this world, but in reality, these things are only written when people have spoken about them, but in lie. It's not what they live. It's not what they want to live. They may have it as an intent, but it's not what they will live. You understand? So in order for poverty and all the calamities, all the atrocities and abuses, rape, everything to stop in this world, you and I, we need to come together to stop this. That's the only way. Everybody coming together and see that only us coming together and be equal and one. Only then we can stop this. What is going on in this world? The rest won't work because we'll always want to be better or want your group to be better or want to win, want to have the best idea and all the fucking bullshit. But when we come together and look at how we live, what is needed, your body is this, what it really needs to live on this planet, and then we give that what the body needs to all equally, and then you will see that is how you live. But we don't want that. We want others to have less. We want to have more. So charity is really in reality greed. Yes, exactly the title of this blog is charity greed. And definitely charity is greed. Because you have already taken from a lot, taken from the majority, and then what you have taken from them, now you're going to give them just a little bit. People. Anyway, go read the blogs, people, and please remember, read them out loud. Okay? This is very serious. You guys don't know it yet, but this is our last chance to save ourselves. There is no savior coming, there is no fucking alien coming, no spaceship, no Nibiru, nothing of these things. So when 21st of December passes by and nothing happens, you're still here, you didn't ascend and all the fucking bullshit is going on in this world, remember us. We will be here for you. We have been saying this for a long time already. Nothing is going to happen. The only thing that's going to happen is that things are going to worsen up. That's what's going to happen. You will see how evil we are. So you better start now, stopping yourself from being evil. Stopping yourself of separating yourself from the whole, which is humanity. Stopping yourself, separating yourself as a country, as your culture, as your tradition, as your beliefs. And see that you are equal within your body and your breath, life. Okay? I'm done here, otherwise I'm gonna repeat myself here over and over and over. Okay, people, bye bye.